Hey everybody, Edo here, and this is Cartographers by Thunderworks Games. They sent me along a copy, or Keith sent me along a copy. And before I dive in here, right, like, I am a Thunderworks Games fan. Actually, I work with Keith all the time. We're buddies. He is the designer of the incredible upcoming Skulk Hollow, and I've reviewed all of the role-player games and most of the Thunderworks stuff. We've shared booths, right? Like, all that being said, I totally dig Cartographers, and for a number of reasons. One, I love what Keith is doing with the role-player universe. I think he's doing a fantastic job keeping and building on the base role-player experience with expansions and sort of investing there. But then he's introducing these really fun, engaging sort of side games. There was Lockup, and now Cartographers. This is the first that's not straight to Kickstarter, and it's delightful. You're a cartographer. You're going to be making your own fantasy map. Like, yes, awesome. And basically everyone starts with a blank map. There's an easy and a hard side to them. And on that map there are a couple mines that will generate some coins, some runes, but it's basically a grid. Now the game is played over 4 rounds: spring, summer, fall, and winter. And each round you are going to have a couple key objectives that will score you points at the end of the round. And really nice idea where each season is using different objectives. So season 1 gets you these 2, 2, 3, and then the last one's here. So you will score each one twice, but how that timeline rolls through impacts how you create your map. So it's a roll and write, comes with pencils, or roll and write, map and write, whatever, comes with pencils, and you are going to draw a card that everyone sees. I'll set this one aside for now. Like the Great River, and here it is a river tile, and I can choose 1 or 2 different formations. They're like Tetris pieces, right? And you can turn them around, put them however you want, but basically then you will make rivers on your map. In the squares, and everyone's doing that together. As you do that, each tile has a value on it, like a 1, a 2, or maybe a 3, and you start adding that up, and when you surpass this number here, or equal or surpass? I think it's hit it or exceed it, you will end that round. And then everyone scores on the conditions. So the conditions on your map are like, you've got a vertical line filled in, you have a 6 or more town, you have a green forest surrounded by other sides, those kinds of things. And each round you're going to be scoring for each of each round has 2 of these creeds or whatever they are you're going to score. You're going to then score for the number of coins you have. Coins are obtained by surrounding mines, and or some cards let you sort of get less stuff to fill in and you get a coin for it. And then you have negative points for the goblins or trolls or whatever they are. Let me see if I can find one. Here we go, goblin. And so basically the way the goblin works is when a goblin comes out, you pass your map to the person to your left or your right based on the card, and then they draw goblins on your map, and you can surround them to block them, but if you don't, you lose negative points for that. So it's really fun little working on my map, hand it over, get it back, dynamic there. There's a wild card that lets you play a single tile, that's the Riftlands, and then there's also these ideas of runes that'll come out. Let me see if I can find one. Oh, temple runes. This just means that the next thing I draw has to be on a temple on my map. So just little mechanics here and there to get you to go in different places. Doesn't outstay its welcome. It's really fun. I totally dig this. And it's a nice alternative to your typical roll and write. I feel like it's super thematic. And I feel like the maps are really cool. I think Keith is just nailing it. So again, I'm a fan of Keith's, but I really do think Cartographers is excellent, well worth your attention, especially if you like writing, roll and write-esque games. So anyway, Cartographers. Hey everybody, Edo here, and thanks for watching Gaming with Edo. Reviews over here on this playlist, League and Insider videos over here on this one. Subscribe, share, all that good stuff, but most importantly, play some great games. Thanks.